think most of us are here. Hannah, is that correct? Yeah, that was just stunning. I'm just bowled over by the beauty of that music. What a talented bunch of people. It's so impressive. And I was talking earlier about, the transformative power of Wordsworth's poetry. Well, we just heard it. What a great response. So much variety in that piece of music. It was so rich. A lovely way to end this evening, or not quite to end this evening, because there's more to come, isn't there, Jeff?
There is. Have you got your poem ready, Phil?
I've got my poem ready. I mean, I don't want it to be anticlimactic, but you're building this up.
Well, it's Wordsworth who'll finish it, if you if you want to look at it that way. So, yeah. So if I turn that round, so this won't surprise anybody, I'm sure. What we have, Hannah, can you confirm that you can still hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
Right. So what we've got to end the evening with is, of course, a copy of the poems, and this is a copy of the sonnets from 1820, and there's the rather slightly foxed title page, but that's how people first read them. The River Duddon, a series of sonnets, including a series of other poems, and as Phil said earlier on, one of the earliest versions of Wordsworth's Guide to the Lakes. And this is a rather nice copy, because if I turn over onto the verso of this, there is a photograph of a bust of Wordsworth, and there's an inscription. You might be able to read it. It says, "From the Reverend Thomas Hutchinson, nephew of the Bard, February 1875. So this is a Wordsworth family copy of this set of poems. So that's really rather nice. Just before we hear the poem, there's something very nice about this as well, because when you bought this copy, bought this book, you got a spare title page. You got the title page for the Duddon Sonnets, but you also got a spare title page which says on it Volume 3. Now this was in case you happen to have 2 volumes that had been published 5 years earlier. So you got an extra title page to put in it to make your set complete. So there's Volume 3, if you like, and here are the other 2 volumes, and these are Wordsworth poems of 1815. And you can see that they've been bound very handsomely to make this beautiful 3-volume set. And what's rather nice is that the set, the last owner of it before it came to the Wordsworth Trust was Helen Derbyshire. And Helen Derbyshire signed the book somewhere, there she is, and she always signed it in this blue pen, which is not something we encourage. And particularly when I tell you that Helen was a librarian at the Wordsworth Trust as well, and her blue biro seems to be in rather a lot of the books, but it's very distinctive. But there's the title page of the 2-volume set, to which the Duddon Sonnets you could join to make your 3-volume set. So that's the little bit of the history. If we turn to the poem, the Duddon Sonnets come at the beginning of the volume, and here they all are. Poems that we've come to know well, and poems that are throughout the exhibition. But this is the one, Phil, I think you'd like to read.
It is, yeah. Before I read it, I just want to thank all of the contributors, to Jeff and his team, but especially to Hannah, Jeanette and Alexandra, who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring this event together and to make the technology work on the night, which is always a huge relief. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to read the final sonnet in the sequence, Sonnet 33, Conclusion. I thought of thee, my partner and my guide, as being passed away. Vain sympathies, for backward, Duddon, as I cast my eyes, I see what was and is and will abide. Still glides the stream, and shall forever glide. The form remains, the function never dies, while we, the brave, the mighty, and the wise, we men who in our morn of youth defied the elements, must vanish. Be it so. Enough, if something from our hands have power to live and act and serve the future hour. And if, as towards the silent tomb we go, through love, through hope, and faith's transcendent dower, we feel that we are greater than we know. So I think that's a good way to end this evening. Thank you again to all our contributors. It's been absolutely fabulous, absolutely thrilling event, and a wonderful exhibition to be involved with. So I wish you all a very good night. Thanks, everybody.
And I think I would just like to say a great thank you to Phil for guiding us through so beautifully through each of the presentations. And to say on Wordsworth Grasmere's behalf, just how proud we feel to be part of this project. I felt really quite emotional as that music was playing towards the end, to think of the journey that began those years ago. I found it very moving. I think I worked out that something like 170 people have been involved in this project, and that's quite something. And the joy of seeing the children, the young people involved in that project, and remembering them, their laughter in the Joost Centre here as part of that project, that brought it all back. So I want to thank everybody again. You've done that wonderfully, Phil. I don't need to, but thank you for being at the heart of it. And just to say, the exhibition's on till the 12th of September. After that, we've got an exhibition on Dorothy Wordsworth, and Grasmere Women's Institute are going to be heavily involved in that. And one of the ladies from the Institute saw the model of William in the exhibition room, and they said, do you think that the FLAX ladies would mind if we made one of Dorothy? They would like to make a model of Dorothy to go with William for the next exhibition. So it's all eyes forward. We hope that'll begin on the 23rd of September, sorry, 23rd of October. But in the meantime, please, if you haven't seen it, come and see the exhibition now, and that's on till the 12th of September. So thank you all, and a final good night.